Yokoso, Japanese Quest to it. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Today, the journey continues. Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning, everyone. Nope, did not stream yesterday because it was a holiday. So yeah, didn't end up streaming on Monday, which was Memorial Day in the US. So first day streaming this week is Tuesday. And this week we'll be streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Learning Japanese from Dragon Quest XI. Let's go. Today we'll find some new words. New words go here. When we find a new word, our power level goes up. It's kind of the basic mechanism of Japanese Quest. I'm a Japanese teacher, so I help see how the words fit together in the sentences. The words we already learned are words just like that, teacher. My name is Akira Sensei. So sensei means teacher. We also have a yume, a dream. We have many, but one of those dreams is someday to reach over 9,000 words learned on Japanese Quest. Why? Because that number happens to be how many words you need to be fluent in a language, roughly speaking. So let's find some more words today. Let's get up to power level 9,000. Or at least make some progress. Minna, ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. Musical Memoirs, good to see you. You're hosting me from now on. Arigato. Thank you very much for the host. Ooh, and we got a summon. We got a dragon, too. Thank you very much for the resub. 2 months sub by Crick. Thank you very much for the sub. I do appreciate it. Hype for Japanese learning on Twitch is real. I saw there's a new tag on Twitch now, too. For a long time, we had kind of been requesting, like, a Japanese language tag. Now there is a Japanese tag, so edit that tag now. Educational, Japanese. So that's good. Okay. So just review where we are in the game. You can look at the adventure guide, very handy. We're on an adventure. Bouken Gaido, adventure guide. So in this region, we are going to this castle. What kind of castle? A golden castle. So the word for gold, ogon. The word for castle, when it's a suffix after a word, like Himeji-jo is Himeji Castle. Here we have Ogonjo. Golden castle ni iki. So go there, and then Kiragodo to Taoso. Defeat Killer Gold. That's the goal. Ohayou. Has anyone here done this dungeon before? Because the Gold Castle, in my first playthrough of this game, it was no joke. N Burrows, Yokoso, Japanese Quest, welcome. I found you from the TKF. I'm so happy to have found this channel. Is that the Knowledge Fellowship? The TKF? I believe that's what that is. Awesome. Did you find us through Twitter then? Because yeah, I actually didn't do a tweeting that we're live. But they probably did, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the Knowledge Fellowships, they promote a lot of different educational streamers, of which we are one. So yep, I'm a Japanese teacher here. We teach Japanese through Japanese games. Basically learning words, learning grammar in context, seeing how the words fit together. That's what we do. So yeah, that's interesting. Even though I didn't do a tweet saying we're live, usually I do. The Knowledge Fellowship did tweet out automatically, I believe. So that's cool. Mama Luigi, that's all good. It's good to see you. So the Golden Castle, that's where we're going. We'll see how this goes. Il says I played through this game for the first time a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I got pretty lost here in this temple. And then as you're going through it, it's quite a maze. And then at the top is this kind of boss. And I don't know about you, but I got killed by it very badly. Like, turns people into gold and just kills you. And I didn't know how to fight it. And then I had to go back to the beginning and go through the whole maze again. There's no save at the top. This time, I'm not making that mistake. We're getting through it. Then I think we're going back. We're going to save. And then we'll fight the boss. I think that's what we're doing this time. Should be an adventure. Slash, ohayou gozaimasu. And remember, we're trying to save his sister. They have this new game, this spin-off game about Eric and his sister. Yeah, this thing can get pretty confusing. Check out this map. This is Ikai, first floor. There's also, I think, a second floor and a third floor. Mainly a first and a second floor, but it's kind of a maze because these doors, many of them are just one way. Take a look. So I might need help of other party members to get through it. This one, I think, will be locked. And I think when we can get through this one, that's very good, because I think this one is kind of towards the end of the level, might be through this door. That's my recollection. Yeah, this thing is total gold. This one should be locked too, I think. Just making sure. Yep, and we can see how is it locked. So Tobira wa. So as for the door, here's the word for door. We'll have a lot of that in this castle. Uchigawa kara. So from the inside, kagi ga kakatteru. So from the inside, this door is locked. Kagi. Interesting word. It can mean lock, can also mean key. So we can go here. Sugoi. And then I think we're supposed to go this way. Full disclosure, I did kind of glance at a walkthrough of this dungeon just because I knew I'd get terribly lost here. And in case we do get lost, I wanted to reference that. But I kind of want to try to see if we can get through this together first, rather than just looking at the map like we did for Dragon Quest 1, because that one I knew I'd get lost in. This one, I thought we might give it a shot. But all I really remember is that first bit we go here. We probably can't open this. Yep. So this one, it says different stuff. Interesting. Yeah, that's true, Mama Luigi. But this one cannot be key. Joe can be lock. Yep, context is very much everything. That's true. Tobira wa kataku tosasareteru. So this door is firmly shut. Kono tobira wa dou yatte mo. So no matter what, hirakanai yo desu. So it will not open no matter what. Interesting, that's like a different thing than the other door. I wonder if that means it just will never open or what. So we can see through here some other spot. So we must probably get to this side from different stairs, probably. So probably the way we have to go is here. I think these are sometimes enemies and sometimes not. Let's check this thing out. Ooh, we got some casino coins. Kaji no koin o 10 mai. So 10 casino coins. Mitsugetta. So we found 10 casino coins. We got a dog turned into gold. Not good because that's probably a real dog that was turned into gold. Because that's the power that his sister got. Okay, back down to the first floor. Now let's figure out where we can make progress. So back to the first floor. Good, so we started here. Let's at least open this door probably from the other side now. We can probably do that. Yosh. So, uchigawa kara kagi o aketa. So we open the door from the other side. Good. So that one's now open. And now that probably means we need to go here. And fighting all these guys, don't feel like we need to do that. I did add, by the way, our new character, Kamyu, to our party. Simply because I think he's pretty good for this place. Interesting, the guys here don't really attack you. So we can just keep going forward, it looks like. At least not so far. How is the leveling in this game? Are you able to skip fights? Yeah, we would be probably under-leveled if we skip too many fights. Let's see. Yeah, this guy wants to fight us. We should probably fight a bit, because that boss at the top is no joke, as I recall. So let's try his new technique. Check this one out. He now has this ability, Bunshin. You might have heard it from Naruto, Kage Bunshin. You can make duplicates. Let's try that. So, Mizukara no Bunshin no tsukuri. So you can make your own Bunshin, a copy of yourself. Onaji kodo o sasete. Make them do the same thing. Kouka ga sanbain. So whatever effect will be times 3. So let's do that. Probably not a time we need it, but let's just go with that. So you can't see it all the time. Let's just try to sleep this guy. He probably won't die from that. Yeah! Yo, she did sleep though. And let's just defend. Bogyo, defense. Ah, Kelly! Wagozaimasu, good morning. Everyone else, Ohayo, good morning. Good to see everyone. And let's try our new technique now, check this out. So let's do sleep attack. This is the technique we'll want to do on the boss. Maybe not sleep, I'm not sure if sleep will work, but summon multiplier plus, if we can, his Bunshin. Check this out, this should do some damage. That's how you do damage in this game. You do the 6-time multiplier plus the 3 times multiplier, and then you do some serious damage. So let's get that one ready for the boss. Hopefully it will work. It will not be so easy to get out on the boss, I imagine. Okay. Unboxed, Ohio. Good to see you. Yeah, what was that? Almost like 1,000 damage, probably. Let's try on this guy, too. Again, let's practice this technique because we will need it. We will need it on the boss. Let's see if we can sleep this guy. Yeah. Sleepable. Yep. And this time, we don't have the... we don't have that doppelganger yet. Let's try that doppelganger again, because we do like that. But he'll probably wake up by then, oh well. Let's kill the other guy. Maybe just normal attack. Don't think this guy's too strong. Power! Ooh, power up. So we can sleep someone with that, maybe. Let's try that. Yeah, all these guys, a lot of these guys were in the first Dragon Quest too. Let's just defend. Or he could do his triple attack too, but we might as well do that. Triple sleep. Or the 6 times sleeps damage. Let's do it on the little guy though. Let's save the big one for the doppelganger. And when I got killed by the boss in this level, I kind of researched like why did we die so bad. I realized this is the tactic you want to do. Or one of the good tactics you can do. Wait, why did that do no damage? I think it's because this guy's... Ah, this guy has like some special defense. Huh, what was that about? Hopefully it'll work on the boss. I don't know what that was about. Okay, not so easy on this guy then. Let's try this thing. Let's try this one maybe as well. So that he cannot defend so well. Yosh. Okay, so we can probably go through here. So anyone new? This place is a bit of a maze, so we might need some help to get through it. We started here, we went here, then we went up and down here, then we're getting through here, and hopefully we can open some doors. So we might need all party members to kind of help out with what's going on here, because this place is no joke. Can we open this door maybe? We can open it from the outside, good. So this door now we can open. Don't think we want to necessarily, but now that's open, so that's good. I think we want to go probably maybe here. Can this open? No, it cannot. Screw. So now we can go this way. This is new. The question is which way? We can't go this way. We can see a treasure. So we can go this way. Yeah, I agree. You can kind of pick and choose your fights. So these guys want to fight. That's fun. Sounds good, Screer. Good to see you. I've been learning a lot of cooking vocab. Ooh, that's good. That's one area of weakness for me, because I'm not into cooking and food words so much. Alright, so these guys, there's 3 of them. Can you sleep a slot machine? That's the question. You cannot. But you can do quad slash, I bet. What about, can you poison a slot machine? You cannot. Yosh, karimashita. Oh yeah, that could be Food Wars, possibly. Is that the one where like people keep getting like naked from food? Because that one was maybe a bit much when I saw like all this food is making people naked all the time. I'm not sure if it's that show, but some show people eat food and then like the food is so good they're always becoming naked in the show. Which, yeah, it's a bit much. Let's see. So where were we? Okay, now is the time when I get lost. Where were we? Looks like we probably go this way. Ooh, we got some treasure. Ooh, we got a recipe book. Good. Some gold for your hair. Kami o kazaru ogon. So gold to decorate your hair. That sounds good. Looks like a new spot. Let's try... Whoa. Yeah, I feel like we'll have to lean on these techniques. From the 2 guys who are specially trained. We probably can sleep this guy though. Just like in Dragon Quest 1, he sleeps pretty easily. Kind of a waste of mana, but here we are. Hopefully we can save by the time we make some progress. Get that mana back. Yosh, that did some damage. Yosha, level up. Let's see if we can use any of those points, because we'll need them. So again, we're still working on this technique here, and we're almost there finally to sword dance. Yosh. We've been waiting for it. Tsurugi no Mai. Sword dance. It's quite good. And we need 16 more points for it. Not bad. And with Greg, I have no idea what techniques we're trying to get, to be honest. Yeah, this one sounds good, because you can do 4 times attack. Let's get that. Yosh. Pretty expensive one, mana-wise. So shohi is like how much you use of something, or consume. So the MP you use is 16, but for it, rather than just the 2-hit we've been doing, you get the 4-hit quick attack. Sounds good to me. We may need Greg on this boss too, especially for his defense skill. I think we want to go here probably. Okay, good. So we open the door from the inside. New area, new treasure. Yosh. Not bad. Red jewel. Not very specific, but okay. Red jewel. Okay, the question is now, where will we be? I think we're going the right way so far, probably, because we've been covering new ground, but now we're coming down to this main room again. What does that mean? I think that means we are now lost. Because we still can't get through this door, which is what we need to get through at some point. So possibly can we go through the other way? And I think I did tag Backseat Gaming too, so if anyone knows the way, everyone can kind of help out with this journey. So I think before we didn't go through here, and can we not go through here? Nope. So yeah, now I think... Let's maybe go up here again. Did we miss something possibly? So we went up through here. Let's think, where did we go? So I think before we went through here, can we go through down here maybe? Let's try that. That should bring us maybe into a new area in the downstairs we haven't been to. Hopefully. Yep, this looks new. We can open up this door from the side now. I think we can probably do this without the guide, which would be nice. The basic idea seems to be open every door. And then this should be new ground, which should open up where we need to go, I think. Don't think we fought this guy yet. Let's fight this guy. We have to get a bit stronger for this boss. Leveling up in the game, leveling up in real life in Japanese, that's the goal. New party members as well, that's the other goal. Yokoso! Japanese castaway, new party member. Little Pooty. Welcome. We haven't stolen really in this game. Let's try to steal. I think these guys have some good stuff to steal sometimes. They might have gold. But they had nothing. Okay. Let's try... Ooh, we got our mana back from leveling up. I forgot about that. That's pretty useful. So, in that case, let's... Well, these guys, I think, don't have to go nuts. Let's just do that. Yosh. He can go nuts. Sleep Dagger is in order. Not bad. Ah, mama. I think usually that's written in kana. Are you talking about like tada, I think? It can mean like just something something. So this seems like new ground, good. And I think then the steps we need to get to the top might be here. So we might be about good, hopefully.
Yarza! Abaya!
Yosh. Yosha! Level up. Let's go. Not sure where we were with him, so let's see where he is on points. Yeah, I think you were starting to get some cheaper points with the double-handed. So like this one, for example. Healing wand. It seems kind of redundant for him, though. He already heals. Why does he want that? I don't know. But max MP goes up. That seems good. That makes max MP go up too. Let's do both. Oosh. So hopefully this takes us to where we need to go. Nani? Why is that thing sparkling? Can you ride that thing? What? We must find out. Didn't know you can't even ride a golem, but maybe you can. We must try. Usually sleep works in that guy, not this time. Maybe you can't sleep because he's a vehicle, he's special or something. Yosha. There you go. Very good combo because one can sleep them or poison them, the other can do more damage because of it. Since they both have those dagger abilities. Really? You can ride the gold man. Why? What could the purpose of this be? Nani? Nani kore? I think in the other version of the game you maybe couldn't do this. This is like new for the definitive edition. Whoa, what? Very strange. Sugoi desu ne. Yeah, that's no joke. Yosh. I agree, Screer. Quite a mount. Yosha. Much sleep. Really? He's still sleeping. Okay. Yosh. Katta. What I'm wondering though, what is the purpose of this mount? Can it do something? Wait a minute, Naguru it can do. Check it out. Which means throw. If you don't have the word for throw, now's the time to add that. We probably have the word for throw. But Naguru, let's try that. What is that going to do? What? No, I completely I imagined he was throwing us. I'm totally wrong. Nagudu means to hit. Why am I thinking... Well, mistakes are good. Because you can learn from mistakes. Two, they're easy to mix up. Nagudu to hit and nageru to throw. Easy to mix up. I don't normally mix them up, but I just imagined him throwing us to a useful spot. So I mixed them up just with my hopes of what he could do. So yeah, mistakes are good. You can learn from mistakes. Even Japanese teachers, like me, we make plenty of mistakes. So yeah, Nagudu. Let's hit the ground. What does that do? Eh? Does that hurt him? I don't know what that does. Do you think there's like some secret, possibly? Does anyone know the purpose of this mount? Because I do not. Let's steal from this gold thing. Nanimo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Screw. Maybe you can break the ground somewhere. That would make sense. I have no idea. Yosh. So can we open this door here? Because this guy's gotta stop coming back. Maybe it makes guys come back. I don't know. So finally we can get through that door, and I think the end is up these stairs. I think we might have actually gotten through this maze. It seems so much harder the first time. Nani? It seems to wake them up, doesn't it? Can you punch him? Punch him! No, you can't. Oh, two of them! This should be some good experience at least. Nani? We gotta steal from a gold guy once, come on. Eh, Nanimo. Hypno, I forget which one we should attack, but whatever. Eh? I don't know why I was so weak that time. Yeah, me too. Twitch finally added language tags. I always felt awkward marking my stream as English, since the game is in Japanese, but I also felt weird to mark it Japanese. Yeah, I'm thinking, I wonder now if I should change my language tag, or my language to English, because we primarily speak English, and read Japanese. And then just add a Japanese language tag. Yeah, I think it's really good they added that. I like sent them a thing a long time ago and suggested it. Like 2 years ago. They didn't care. Finally though, that tag does exist. For like all languages, it seems. Or at least most languages. So I feel now this hitting the ground does nothing. Anyone agree? Anyway, kinda cool. Seems like mainly it wakes people up. Wakes up monsters, which I guess could be good if you're into that. Check it out. Wakes them up. Wait a minute, we need stairs here though. Heck. Ah, really? Does it say it twice in the tags now? Because it's Japanese language, Japanese tag. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe we should change it to English language, Japanese tag might be the way to go now. So we have another sparkly one. Let's make him sleep.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we can do sleep attack. Let's do it.
おしまいね。
我が王に受けてみよ。
Interesting, yeah. So one's for language,
やったわ。
one's for person. But yeah, I feel like the tag for person, that tag will probably be used as a language tag too. Because it can be kind of used in both ways, you know? Like Japanese means language, Japanese means Japanese person. So I feel like that tag, the way it will be used, is kind of for both. In the same way, like a Spanish tag could be used for Spanish language or for like a Spanish person, I suppose. Okay, so what do we have for points? Let's see. Anything new for her? Not sure. Easier to enter zone? That could be good. I think she needs more points though, probably. Unless we start getting some of these skills. Defense goes up. You know, that sounds good. Let's do that. Let's try these stairs. Can we go upstairs with this creature? Let's find out. Apparently you can. And I think now this may go up to the top, to the boss. So now may be the time we want to go back and save. Oh no, it's a monster. The other one gave us tokens for the casino.
Viper Fang!
We're also out of mana with some characters, so probably a good time to go back and heal. So you can sleep this guy, okay. Last one. Probably not needed. But, oh well.
さあ食らうがよい。
Yosh. Still alive.
おねんなよ。
Kata. Okay, so right now we're level 2. We can go up to level 3. So I think this is going to be the boss up here. So I think now we can probably go back and save. Why is there a guy here? I don't know.
よっしゃ。
Dragon Hype in the chat. Konnichiwa. Good to see you. And, let's put this guy to sleep.
せや。
So yeah, these monsters are pretty easy. The boss, though, will not be so easy. So because of that, it's time to save. Say goodbye to our mount. I think we got through all the maze. Easier than I thought it would be. I guess as long as you know like the basic principle that you want to get to the top, you must open all doors. It's not that bad if you know that basic idea. I think before I was not strategic and just got totally lost. But the really bad thing, if you do the whole thing, get killed by the boss, then you have to go through the whole thing again. So this time, that's not going to happen. We're saving. Back to the save statue. I learned this the hard way my playthrough in English. I don't know, maybe they added a save up there now, but I'm not counting on it. I would doubt it. If they did add a save, though, that would help a lot with the quality of life in that castle. I have a JoJo reference in my bio. Did not know that. I've not seen much of JoJo, just a few episodes. Does it have to do with going on a adventure? Because we are on a Boken, much like JoJo is on a adventure. This is also a strange adventure. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's not really a JoJo reference. That's just a common Japanese phrase. Although, I suppose it could also be a JoJo reference. Let's see, so we're healed now. Let us save, let us pray. Hi. So yeah, that maze went better than I thought. In another tab, I had the guide to get through it open just in case I failed terribly. But we succeeded in getting through it, so that's good. That tab is not needed. Got a bit lost during it, but not really. Ah, interesting. Cool, cool. Yeah, that structure of something Niwa Yumegata is pretty common structure. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's a JoJo specific thing. But yeah, good to hear the shout out for JoJo and good to see it in context. So thanks for mentioning it. I really should watch more of that show too. It's the kind of show that like when it's on Japanese TV, I'll randomly watch some of it and be like, what in the world is going on? And I kind of like it in that sense. I don't feel like I need to watch every episode for some reason. But I like turning it on randomly and being like, what is going on? That's the way I enjoy that show. So I think now we saved with all the doors open in this castle. If they are not open, I'm going to be very upset. But they should all be open now. We should be ready to go up to the boss, hopefully. And now we can just go straight up. The whole maze will not need to be done if we die. Because we may die. This guy does a lot of damage and he turns you into gold. It's no joke. So I recommend saving before you fight the boss, unless you are 100% certain you will defeat the boss. Yeah, here you can see Griffin Sensei. The first party member ever on Japanese Quest is Griffin Sensei. You can see Griffin Sensei right here. The most recent party member you can see here, Lil Pooty. Anyone else, if you want to become a party member, you can follow us. You'll see a new party member here. Will show up there. So yeah, it worked. We could open that door. Good. Let's go up. I think we're ready. So now we're in the second floor, and I think we can go up. Daijoubu kana? Chotto kowai. Final boss of the game? No. Final boss of this golden castle? Yes. Eh? I saved too soon.
Gambaru. Onen da yo.
Don't want to waste too much mana now. Let's just do normal attack.
いや
せやおしまいね
上出来じゃな
Yeah, it could be. A castle made of Bitcoin, perhaps, could be the next step. If they were to do like a current version of this area. Third floor is bigger than I remembered, so we do have to go around. But then it looks like we can see here, the throne room is up there, so I think the boss is up here. Because we can see Gyokuza no Ma, the throne room up here, so we're close. Nani? I don't care about those coins. Let's avoid that craziness. Wait a minute, you can go down here? Why would you go down here? Maybe there's a treasure or something. Alright, I think you fall down here. I forgot about this. There's like areas you can fall down, so the maze is not totally over yet, probably. If we can just navigate this, we can get through. Guess you don't fall down there. So then this should be the end. So I'm thinking these steps is the end, so I'm going to take a quick break, then we will take on the boss finally, I think. Luckily we did save, so we can get through it more easily next time. So I will say, Itekimasu Japanese Quest will be back after a quick break, and then finally we'll take on this boss and hopefully save our sister. Yosh, ikuzo. Let's do this. Miyazaki. Konnichiwa. It is time for Killer Gold. I think that's who's up here. We will find out. Ooh, there's treasure. I forgot about that. Pre-boss treasure. So that item, let's see. Dogubukuro. So where is that item anyway? So we have one revive On this boss, probably doesn't hurt to give that to someone. A full heal too, doesn't sound bad. Let's give some of these out. Someone who doesn't have the heal spell, like Sylvia maybe? Full heal sounds good too. Well, what? That's like a full heal for everyone. Check this out. Nakama Zenin. That's all Nakama Kanzen ni Kaifuku. So full heal for everyone. That's pretty crazy. It's the kind of item that like I always never want to use and they just never use the whole game, so let's give that to someone. And Kamyu's worthless, can't heal, so is Martina, so maybe let's give it to her. Alright, let's give it to him, because he's on the front line this time. So we have a bunch of these, let's give some of these out. We keep getting them for bosses, but never gave them out. We have 12. They can get back 90 MP. That's quite good. Let's give these out. Let's give a few. Just give a few to each of our main people, maybe? Or can we just give 2 to everyone? Let's just give 2 to everyone. You're probably guessing, if I'm doing all this stuff that I never normally do, this boss must be pretty tough. In my memory, yeah, this boss just wrecked me. That's why. Better be safe than sorry. In my opinion, it's really dumb. You have to like give items to everyone in this game. There's not just like one item bag for everyone. It's very cumbersome in my opinion. But it seems like that's kind of a Dragon Quest thing. Anyone really know? I don't know why that's the way it is. Yosh. Just sitting. What? Do we have anything else that's really good? Ooh. Increased strength. Yes, please. This is Kamyu's fight. Let's give Kamyu some strength. Dexterity 2. Ah, Miyazaki, sugoi. Omedetou gozaimasu. You're graduating today from high school. That's pretty cool. Congratulations. Congrats. That's a big day. Okay, I think it's time. Kind of wish we could save again now, but I'm not running all the way back there. We'll just have to not die. No. Ooh, it is his sister.
Maya.
Password, help me. I'm good. How are you? Maya. That's his sister's name. She and he are the main characters of this new game, Dragon Quest Treasures, that was just announced.
Maya. ダサくて貧乏くさい名前。今はキラゴルドって呼んでよ。
Oh no.
クソ兄貴。
Now we see the truth. She says, "Call me Killer Gold. Don't call me this poor, lame name, Maya." And she calls us Kuso Aniki, which is not a very nice way to refer to her brother.
Maya. まさかお前が。
So, what could it be? Yeah, I think she just said she's Killer Gold. She is the villain, apparently.
そうだよ。黄金病をまき散らしているのも、人間どもから宝を徴収してるのも、全部この俺、キラゴルド様の仕業さ。
So yeah, the one who's done all this. Two things mainly. One, spread this gold sickness, turning everyone gold. Two, taking the treasure from all the people. All of it was me. Kono ore. It's me, Killer Gold. It was all me. Not good. Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure.
緊張しちゃって、そんなにビビるなよ、クソ兄貴。けなげな妹らしく、これでも気を使ったんだぜ。
So yeah, don't be so nervous and scared, brother. You're still gonna like treat me as a sister?
おとなしく黄金兵どもに捕まってれば、ペットにして死にたくなるほど可愛がってやろうと思ったのに。
Yeah, if you had just come along and been captured with my golden soldiers, I was gonna treat you well as my pet. So we like to see all the different laughing techniques. So ah ha 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 ha. Seems like a good laughing technique. Let's go.
お前が俺を恨むのはわかる。俺のことなら好きにすればいい。だがなぜこんな。
Okay, so again, if we see some new words, we can add new words here, make our power level go up today. Let's see, these words, we probably learned most of them. One word could be uramu. Oreo uramu. So if you like resent me, hold a grudge against me, wakaru. I understand if you have a problem with me. So yeah, if it's just me, ore no koto nara, so if it's just me, suki ni sureba ii. You can do with me what you want. Daga, but naze konna? But why have you done all of this? Turned everyone into gold? Like, yeah, I agree. Not cool.
めんどくさいやつ。まあいいや。特別に教えてあげる。
Mendokusai. People in chat, how would you translate that? If you've seen Naruto, you've probably seen this word a lot. Shikamaru is his favorite word. Usually it's translated as troublesome. So what a troublesome brother you are, or something like that. What a pain. There you go. That works. Ma. Yeah. I guess I'll tell you then.
大樹が落ちたあの日、俺の身に起こった魔王の奇跡ってやつを。
Okay, so on the day the world tree fell, I will tell you what happened to me. What happened? Kiseki, a miracle. The miracle of the Dark Lord. Yeah, it's good to think as you play games, as you read books, as you read manga, how would you translate certain phrases? Or if you're not sure, how would you guess to translate it? That's a good skill too. Nani? So she was gold already.
哀れなものよ。貧しさに苦しめられ、愚かな人間どもに虐げられ、挙句兄にまで見捨てられたか。
So what a pathetic person. You were suffered being poor, you were forced to do things by foolish humans, and even thrown out by your brother.
だが貴様の中に渦巻く欲望と絶望と孤独こそこの闇が支配する世界にはふさわしい。
Okay, now this is kind of the important turning point. So the Dark Lord realizes she's kind of susceptible to his plan, possibly. So Kisama no Nakani. So inside you, something, there's a whirlpool of something. Uzumaku is to be spinning some whirlpool inside you. What is it? It is 1, 2, 3 things, 3 adjectives. Yokubo, Zetsubo, Kodoku. So we have Yokubo, like kind of avarice, greed, Zetsubo, despair, and then Kodoku, solitude, loneliness. So all these things is appropriate for this world that's ruled by darkness. So he's tapping into that kind of, those negative emotions in her.
我が名は魔王ウルノーがこの新たなるロトゼタシアの支配者が貴様に戯れの力を授けてくれよ。
So my name is Dark Lord Mortigan. I'm the new ruler of this world, and to you, I will give you this power. And let's look at that word he says for power. Tawamure. So this power, this kind of fun power, play, joke, jest. So anyway, he's giving her this power that she can turn people into gold or kind of have fun with this power. Looks good.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level going up. Let's find some new words today though so that power can go up. Because I think we haven't found a new word today yet. Much of the time we were stuck in that maze. Ooh, so finally she's back from being gold. So she has a lot more power now. Yep, good moment, Tebby. Good moment is right.
魔王ウルノーがあんなクソ野郎が
Mortigan, that... Yeah, how would you translate Kuso Yaro? I find it hard because I feel like I want to keep it family friendly, but yeah, he's not liking Morrigan. I think we can leave the translation of this one to chat. Anyway, we're not happy with the Dark Lord right now.
クソなのはそっちだろ。この世界の誰も兄貴でさえ結局俺を助けてくれなかった。
Exactly. Like, damn you, all of that. So yeah, crappy could probably work too. So yeah, the crappy one is not Morrigan, it's you. And in this world, everyone. So kono sekai, this world, daremo, everyone. Aniki desai, so even you, my brother, my older brother. Kekkyoku, ore o tasukete kurenakatta. So no one could save me. No one in this world, just the Dark Lord. Yeah, I might go with Wascally Wabbit. I should remember that one for future options.
でもいいんだ。ウルノーガ様のおかげで俺はこうして復活できた。今や黄金家の力も思いのままさ。
But it's all okay now. Because of the Dark Lord, I have been reborn. And now I can use this changing things into gold power as much as I want. Omoi no mama. As much as I want. And what can she use as much as she wants? Ogon means gold. Ka means to change. So change things into gold. And the power for that. So Ogon ka no Chikara. I can use it as much as I want. You can see she means it.
あのバイキングどもを手駒に変えたように、今度は俺がこの力で世界中の奴らをこき使ってやるんだ。
New party member, welcome. By the way, anyone new, I'm a Japanese teacher. What we do here, we learn Japanese through Japanese games. We kind of add new words here, level up as we find new words with our power level down here, and we see how those words fit together here by writing on the screen, here and there. So yeah, those Vikings too, Bikingu, you can see in katakana here, I made them into my pawns, turning them into monsters, turning them into gold. So now with this power, Kono Chikara de, with this power, Sekkaiju no yatsura o, so everyone in the world, Koki tsukatte yaru. I will use all of them. Basically to get more rich.
やっぱり黄金兵どもはお前か。それがお前の今の望みなのか。魔王の配下になってそんなことが。
So yappari, as expected, all those golden soldiers, you made them from people. They were people. So that's really what you want. So ima no nozomi. So now, what you want, your wish, is to turn everything into gold, basically. So that's what you did, becoming the underling of the Dark Lord. What's the yo doing here? Teigoma ni kaita yoni. Yeah, it's basically saying, like, to turn them into your underling. Can they mean, like, for the means of or something? But it's kind of hard to explain out if the context isn't on the screen. But that's the basic idea. What level of Japanese do you need to understand the words in this game? You could probably try it at intermediate. You'll be looking up some words, but they have furigana, so you can look them up. But at a more advanced level, you'll be looking up a lot less, obviously. But even beginner, you could try it and just look things up. I kind of tried a game like this when I was probably in the upper beginner stage or so. So yeah, it's kind of up to you. It depends on your comfort level with looking things up and not understanding everything. Everyone's a bit different in there.
今さら説教しようっての？ほんとバカなクソ兄
So even now, after all this time, you're trying to lecture me? The keyword here, Sekkyo, lecture. So you're trying to lecture me? She's not really in a point to be lectured. So you truly are a baka, a foolish, crappy brother. Ooh, what up? 100 bits, arigato. Thank you very much for the bits. And yep, down here you can see Griffin Sensei, the first party member on this journey. Thank you very much for the bits. Griffin Sensei thanks you as well. Dinosaur King says, I'm at N2 level, I'm finding it okay, but not easy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thanks for the comment, Dinosaur King. By the way, good to have the King of the Dinosaurs around. That sounds helpful for this dungeon as well. We should unleash some dinosaurs to help us in this battle. Well, I'm doing well. Good to see you. Nani? Ooh, here we go. Is she riding it or is she it? I don't know. She is it. I think she turned into this. Definitely.
この5年間ずっと考えていたんだ。俺が生き残ってしまった意味、やるべきことを。
This whole 5 years I've been thinking about it. Like, what is the reason I survived? Like, what should I do? And how do you say the things you should do? So yaru is to do. Yarubeki, should do. Yarubeki koto, the things I should do. So I've been thinking about those things for all these 5 years.
Maya, お前がそんな姿になったのも、すべての原因は俺にある。なら。
そうですね、かっこいいね。Yeah, you can see here too the emotion. Maya, that's his sister's name. お前がそんな姿になったのも. So the fact that you went into this form as well. すべての原因は, so all of the causes for that, it's me. 俺にある. So he's taking all the responsibility himself, and now it's time to take her down, if we can.
ここでお前を倒すことが俺に課せられた贖罪だ。
So here, defeating you, お前を倒す. To defeat you here is what I must do to atone. This word here, shokuzai, means atonement. We keep seeing this word. This could be a word we add to our power level. Atonement. Because really this whole kind of chapter is about the atonement of Kamyu. Eric in the English version. So we could add that word. Remember, anyone can edit this if they find the level up section on our Twitch page. It says new words here. So Shokuzai Atonement. Hopefully we can win this and achieve that. A little worried though. Chotto kuwai.
クソ兄貴と雑魚勇者どもが偉そうに正義のヒーロー気取り。俺さえ救ってくれなかった奴らが今さら。
Huh. So my crappy brother and all these pathetic people trying to be heroes, and Seigi no Hiro trying to play at this hero of justice. Seigi is justice, and Hiro is hero, and you couldn't even save me, and now you're trying to talk all big. Well, we'll see. It's not good. I'm gonna make you all into gold. All of you. I'm just tired of it. Kawaii. This thing is no joke. This thing's too big. I hope we can win. Okay. Wow, she's got issues. Did you hear what she said Daikidai about there? The world and her brother, I think. I think that's what she said. Okay, so let's, before we start, let's maybe change our lineup. I'm thinking we want to be a bit defensive, so let's put defense on everyone with Greg. And then maybe we can switch in Akira later, because we might need him for res. Because I don't think we have res with Greg. Otherwise, I think this is our lineup for now. Let's make sure we have the proper strats to everyone when we do. Okay, let's try this. Gamarimasu. Okay, so we got her brother. I'm thinking, can we sleep this thing? I don't know. Let's try to poison it. Does anyone know, can we sleep this thing? Can we poison it? Which is more likely. If you know, that's helpful info, because I know we want to do one of them. I'm thinking poison is more likely. Let's try poison. Poison works, good. Very good to know. Okay, I'm thinking we wanted some buffs, though, to be safe here. Let's get some buffs going. Let's get... I think we have speed to everyone. Let's do that. See, there's major physical attacks. And that is why we need some defense buffs quickly. Here, I think we want to heal, but for now, let's maybe do our regen. We like regen. Let's get defense on everyone. That's why he's here. Ah, this is a barrier for magic too? Interesting, that might be a new skill he has. That could be good too. Not sure if this person has a lot of spells though. But maybe let's stick around and do that one too. Okay, so we have poison. I'm thinking let's try to go for... Let's hope the poison stays and let's do Bunshin. So we can do more damage. No. Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, not him too. Now we're screwed now. I think it just takes a while to go off now. And I feel like I would want to switch them out, but we kind of need them. I think we're gonna be in trouble now. That's problematic. Let's see. Because I feel like if we switch them out, this will not heal, but it will heal, I think, eventually. Not good. Let's, Yeah, this boss is no joke. I'm thinking we want to heal here. Let's see if we can do some debuffs or something, though, too. The one good thing, I think they don't take damage now, but if everyone's gold, we lose. These are all damaging spells, I believe. We could reduce their attack. This thing seems to attack pretty hard. That might be a good debuff if it works. Because I think right now, what's it showing? Attack up? Maybe we can make attack go back down. Let's try that. I think it worked. So that's definitely good. Let's now try... Magic Barrier. So my major damaging strat did not work, unfortunately. Let's see here. So this must be the gold thing. Maybe it's running out now because it's blinking, hopefully. And that this thing is leaving too, the doppelganger. What other debuffs do we have that might be nice? So that attack down was definitely good. That seemed to work. Defense down could be very good too. Let's try that. What's this one here? Reduce spell defense. Sleep could be nice. Let's see if it works, maybe. Deep sleep. Let's try sleep for fun.
Ha! Sorry.
Dear God. So it seemed like that got away. It got rid of all of the buffs, and now we got this guy. So I'm thinking we might want to switch in our other guy, because he can do a multi-attack better. Ooh, he is back. He no longer has Doppelganger. Let's try it again. Let's try it. Might be worth just doing the normal attack, but I think the poison's probably about to run out. Let's see if we can sleep this guy over here.
Yeah.
We can. Nice. We're doing a bit better than I thought we'd do, to be honest. I feel like we're probably better than I was in my old game. We probably want a damage on everyone. I think we're doing okay for magic, so let's try a Grand Cross.
Ha! Grand Cross!
And let's try this too. At least get rid of his friend. Almost, anyway. And now it's time. We still have our Doppelganger, so let's do our big damage. Hopefully that will do something. Times 6 damage on poison. Wait, why did that do nothing? What? Why did that do nothing? What was I doing? Anyone know how you get his defense down? Because I could have sworn in my other game you could do big damage like that. Why did it do no damage? I'm a little confused by that. That's not going to bode well. Okay, let's try... Can we poison this guy again? That's something.
Yeah.
Didn't work that time. Some damage. Let's see just how a normal attack does here. Don't think this thing is a dragon. So yeah, that's the problem with this guy, is major defense. I feel like probably Greg can do much better damage. I think you also want to do this spell, probably. So that when it does actions, it will take damage. Oh, no. That took off the buffs there. What's this one gonna be? Let's try it. The sleep did not work. Let's do a heal. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to save for heal with this person now. Hopefully he will not turn into gold. Nani? Yeah, I'm thinking we might have switched Greg back in for the defensive spell. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing some element of this strategy, because I feel like when I fought this guy before, he could do like over 1,000 damage with that combo. But I'm wondering, there must be some way to get his defense down or something that I'm not remembering. Anyone who remembers that, that could be helpful. We got a new party member. Welcome. Yeah, normally what we do, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. Right now, we got a boss. So, if you got tips on this boss, that could help. This guy's kind of wrecking us right now. Let's try to poison again. That seemed to work at least.
Viper Fang!
Not that bad. He died. More healing.
Arigato!
And here we could buff someone. I'm kind of thinking I might want to buff our speed again. Sure, let's do that.
Piorim!
I think this guy's sped up too. Let's buff defense now, that'd be good.
Ha!
So we got the poison. Let's try our poison damage. I think that we can actually damage through that better, possibly. Let's try. Yeah, that was better damage.
Power Zenkai!
Is it possibly like a different weapon allows you to penetrate that? Could that be what's happening? I'm not sure if it's the weapon or the character. Anyone know that? How those skills work? Probably should heal again here. Maybe the regen would be good. Oh no. Our healer is gold. That's not good. Let's try for a long shot sleep move. Nope. Because sleep would be good right about now. Yeah, that's definitely true. Quadra Slash can be good. If you can just give some of the highlights, Screer, that could be useful. But yeah, I'm wondering, like, why... Like, before, I could get Kami to penetrate the defense, but not this time. I'm wondering if it's, like, a different weapon, or what that problem was. I'm not sure.
Yeah!
Probably not so sleepable. Nice block. Wait, did we get on gold? We're on gold here. Let's try our technique here. Let's try this. What's the ×4 one that we got now? Let's try that one out. Very susceptible to debuffs. That's good to know. Definitely good to know. That one does some damage. Ignore ads. Okay, new party member, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yep, I'm a Japanese teacher. By the way, this is a family-friendly stream, so we don't really need to say stuff like that. I'm a Japanese teacher in for high school, so welcome. Good to see you. And let's win. Let's see, so where are we here? Yeah, I'm a Japanese teacher. We learn Japanese from Japanese games. That's what we do, and right now we're fighting this guy. Let's maybe switch in the hero again. Yep, I've taught high school in the US, taught junior high in the US, taught at various immersion camps, and yep, taught here through Japanese games. That's what we do. So welcome. Let's see here. I think we switched some people in. We could probably use... Ooh, I kind of like this. Can we do a technique, though? We cannot. Let's bring in someone else. Very cool. Welcome. Ah, Tokyo Sam. I get your name now. So where are we now? Yep, every time here we teach Japanese through Japanese games. That's what we do. But right now, we are having some trouble with this boss here. Let's see if we can get some more poison going.
Yeah.
Yosh. Could try this technique. Why not?
Kurae! Yugi!
Alright, let's see. We have this, or we probably want to heal. Oh, let's try it. Alright, this guy is metal, so you can put him to sleep. Let's do that. Nice. So we could do now our big damage on sleep or big damage on poison. Let's do the big damage on poison. Or I don't know if it really matters. Let's do this one. Oh, that... Not as big damage as I was hoping. Oh well. Maybe let's get Regan back. We kind of like Regan. Yeah, perhaps reducing defense could be good. Maybe that's the way you get through that barrier too. I'm not sure. Yosh. Eat that. Some damage, not great. We can do the poison attack now too. At least we got it halfway down, it looks like now. Yeah, basically you need a degree, a teaching degree, and a certain level of Japanese, and to go through a degree program, basically. Let's see here. Do we want to do Grand Cross, or do we want to save for healing? We probably want to heal. No, I don't think you do need a Japanese degree. In fact, I was going to have a Japanese concentration, but then I dropped it, because at the time in my undergrad, I didn't want to do it. At the time, I didn't care about Japanese so much, but things changed. What do we have here? Thinking we just want poison. That's worked pretty well. There you go. Yeah, I did not get a Japanese degree. I got an Asian Studies degree. That was my major. And then later on, I got a master's degree in education. A master's in education in Japanese and ESL, English as a second language. So let's see here. Tokyo-san been living in Japan for 14 years. Nice. Yeah, for a long time I didn't want to learn Japanese. When I first went to Japanese class in college, I told everyone, I'm just taking it because I'm required to. I don't want to learn Japanese or any language, really. But things change. I lived in Japan for 2 years, teaching English on the JET program in Japan, teaching in high school. And since then, I've been pretty much using Japanese in some way in my life. The key is to use it every day. So it looks like we need healing again. Let's do that. So I've been reading Japanese books now for about 6 years. Became a Japanese teacher around that time too. Yep, went back to the States after that. Yosh. Oh, we might need to fence up again. No, no, not our healer. Please not. That's not good. Almost out of mana for our hero. Ah, very cool. Japanese studies degree. Studied in Kyoto. Very cool. Yeah, that's one thing I never did that I wish I kind of did. I did do an intensive program for 1 month in Kyoto myself. But I never did like a full year in Japanese schooling, which would have been cool. I think partly because I didn't really gain the interest until later, after college. I didn't get serious until then. So it looks like we're almost there. Yosh. Mouskoshi. I think we will. I think we will win this battle, actually. I'm very pleased. Only one more of these big swords, though. Unfortunately, what's this thing gonna be? I feel like we just want the big sword, though. Good thing about this, though, it doesn't use mana. So maybe we do this? I don't know. Let's try it. Yep, that was bad. Squishy. Wait, we have another attack? Why? I'll take it. Oh no, we're out of mana? That's not good. In that case, let's do this. Hopefully you're a dragon. You are not a dragon. Oh well. Did some damage. Ooh, he is poisoned though, so we can do big poison attack. This may be the end. Potentially. Must be close. Nice block. Final big sword. This might end it. Not yet. You must be close. New party member, let's go. Miyazaki. Welcome to the party. I think it's time to end this. We do want healing though, don't we? Let's not risk death. Let's get some big heal.
手を貸すぞい。
かたじけない。
Let's get some magic points back. Yosh. More poison. Yatta! Kachimashita. So let's go. Yeah, for me it didn't click wanting to learn Japanese until I actually went to Japan during college on a 1-month abroad trip. Suddenly it clicked and I was like, wait a minute. I actually want to learn this language. That's what changed it for me. So I recommend, if you ever have a chance, go to Japan. And yeah, let's get some hype in the chat. We took this thing down. I thought we may die, but we won. Somehow. Like my other game, we somehow like did one attack with Eric, with Kamyu, with his doppelganger, and it like killed this thing in like one attack. So for some reason, whatever I did there, I failed doing it this time because he could do no damage. But anyway, we still won. It must have been like a debuff or something that I didn't do. I don't know. Yatta! Level up. Much level up. Let's go. Yokoso! Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Twilight, welcome. Yokoso, Japanese Castaway. Very true words from Tokyo Sam there. Interesting. So she said Futaritomo, both of you. But here, it just says both the names. It's just she doesn't know our name. Again, my name is Akira Sensei. I'm a Japanese teacher in the US. And what we do here, anyone just joining, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. If we see some new words, let's add them up here. Today, we have not powered up yet. But we will. Power level goes up. Learn one word, power level goes up by 1. That's kind of how languages work. The more words you know, the more you can do. Kind of that simple. Of course, also knowing how to use them is big, but simply just knowing them, planting the seed, that's kind of what we do here. And we can also see how they fit together a bit. Whoa.
このままでは黄金病の呪いがとどまることなく広がりかねんぞ。
Oh no. Sounds like it could be like a DuckTales world turning gold situation here, so this is not good. So the power is freaking out. The gold sickness, the curse. Now it's just going to keep spreading, potentially. Not good. Like I said, it could be a DuckTales situation. That could be a reference that only a few people in the internet around here will know. But if you know it, good reference. So more than this, because of me. So basically my fault. I'm not gonna let you take any more of like all of this terrible stuff that's happening basically. So I'm going to do something to save you. Let's see.
お兄ちゃん。
Yosh. Got a new title for our zone powers. Done 50 more. Good. Ooh, another title for a collector. Different kinds of items. Looks good. Yeah, can we just leave now? No, I think we can't. We're hemmed in by golden tentacles. We can now look at our stuff, though. Huh, so this thing's kind of like a Gundam. You can see her there, like, in the chest of this big golden suit. Kamyu wa hitsu no momochi de buki o kamaete iru. So as for Kamyu, what's he doing? He's got a pained look on his face, and he is holding up his weapon. Yep, we can see that. Douyara bousou suru killer gold ni taishi. So it seems like to this killer gold, he wants to give a final blow. Todome o sasu. It's to give kind of a final blow. In fact, let's see if we can find that in the dictionary. We can like level up with that, because that's kind of what we're doing here. Why'd you leave here? Was there something you didn't like? Nope, loved it. Nothing I didn't like. Let's see. So, Todome. Yeah, my 2 years living in Japan, I loved living in Japan. Completely. I mean, part of it may have simply been the nature of jet contracts. They're 1 year renewable. I renewed after 1 year. After 2 years, had to decide to renew. To be honest, if it was just me there, I would have renewed for a third year probably. But my girlfriend at the time, we were there kind of together. She thought 2 years was good, so that's probably part of the reason I didn't care that much 2 years or 3 years at the time. But most likely I would have stayed longer if it was just me at the time. Let's see, Todome o sasu. To give the final blow to finish off. So let's do that. And yeah, at the time, 2 years seemed like a good chunk of time to be there. Like 1 year didn't seem like enough. 2 years seemed like I could go either way. Like it's enough time, but I could stay longer. It felt like enough time to really get a sense of the language, the culture, living there. I passed JLP N2. At the time, I kind of felt like that was good enough. Later, I felt like it wasn't, and I passed N1 in the US, became a Japanese teacher. But in a way, to be honest, living not in Japan, I've gotten more into Japan. Because not being there, in a way you want to keep it in your life, so you want to keep reading Japanese every day, more than I felt like that even in Japan, possibly. So I kind of like the current situation of reading Japanese every day, but living in the US. Although I've mentioned many times on stream, my ideal would be living in Japan possibly like 3 months a year or so. For me right now, that'd be about the ideal. So let's get the final blow. Let's do it. Todome o sasu. The finishing blow, let's do that. Power level is now 3114. Exactly, not being there can make you even more interested in the language, the culture, because it's not around you. You kind of have to seek it out. There's something to be said for that too. Yeah, this game has Furigana. Not on the original version, but for this version on Switch, it does. Nope. Nope, that was my girlfriend at the time, so not with that girlfriend now. Let's see here. Kamio tomemasu ka? Would you want to stop Kamio? Do we want to stop Kamio? Yes or no? We can say... Let's vote, because I actually don't know the right answer. Should we stop Kamio? Trying to make the finishing blow, or should we say... Yeah, don't stop him. Let him go and do the finishing blow. So we have one vote for yeah. Any other votes? So everyone here's a party member. We can all vote on what we do. So yeah. We vote for Hai as well. Yeah, so don't stop him. Seems like most people are saying do not stop him. Yeah. 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 Hi. So it seems like the EA will win. We will not stop him, and let's see what happens. Korijo. 俺のせいでお前に罪を気負わせるわけにはいかない。マヤ! お前は俺が So he's saying kind of the same thing again. Like, I will not let you suffer anymore because of me. I will... Kamyu! Oni-chan! So she's calling out now to her brother. Wait, what? So I think maybe we're supposed to attack him. We're supposed to stop him, I mean. So what do you think this time? Should we say hi? Let's say EA again, since we voted for that. Yeah, it seems like we do need to say hi. So let's stop him.
What?
I feel like living in Japan for a couple of years, you don't feel like a tourist anymore. You feel like you've lived there. At least that's my lived experience. So yeah, it must, you know, kind of depend on your perspective. My own perspective, I feel like I've lived in Japan. I've lived out of Japan. And I'm now kind of free to do either that I want. But I think in a way, not living in Japan for me, it's motivated me to like keep up with the language more. In a way, I felt like after I passed a certain level of JLPT, I felt like I was kind of coasting, like I didn't need to study anymore. But I don't know, living outside of Japan, I feel like I feel more kind of drive to read Japanese every day, to be a Japanese teacher, for example, living here. So yeah, I think everyone's different. It kind of depends on where you are, what you're doing. But I'd be not opposed at all to living in Japan. I'm not dissing that way of life in any way. Things could have happened differently, and I could very well be living there for 20 years and be there just like you, having lived there for the same amount of time, roughly, because I think that's about when I was in Japan. I went to Japan first, lived there 2004 to 2006. So yeah, you probably went there a bit before that. Yeah, it's good. It's a good discussion. Sorry. やっぱり俺は前を助けたい. So yeah, I want to save my sister. She's my younger sister. 俺の妹なんだ. But yeah, for the positioning of this stream, I kind of like that I don't live in Japan. I feel like so many of the streams that you do see of people reading Japanese or using Japanese, they live in Japan. I feel like it's a good perspective to have. Like, you don't need to live in Japan to use Japanese, to be fluent in Japanese, to read Japanese, and to enjoy the language. You can live anywhere in the world. The fact is, some people will never be able to travel to Japan. That's just a fact. But they may be able to be on the internet and to learn Japanese. There's still reason to do that. There's still a fun thing. So I think the fact that I don't live in Japan for this stream, I think it's a good thing. And if someday I live in Japan, that could be a good thing too. It's all different good perspectives. Let's see here. But also the fact that I lived in Japan for some period of time, I think was great for me too. I loved living in Japan. And yeah, to be honest, the fact that I don't live in Japan, it's been a while since I did live in Japan. The last time I was in Japan was a few years ago, traveling. But yeah, I didn't feel like a tourist at the time since I had lived there. But yeah, I do feel like since my main way of using Japanese now is reading books, in some way I feel like the Japanese that I use, it's a sense sometimes I think like, is this real Japanese? Or am I living my life with like a fantasy world Japanese? And to be honest, I like that too. Because again, it's a different perspective that I think is quite interesting and unusual. Like sometimes I feel like I'm living like this language of dreams. Like I dream in Japanese. I write like stories in Japanese. I read Japanese fantastical stories. So it's kind of a dream language in a sense. Not always tied so much to reality as I'm sure it is for you. But I kind of like that too. And that's kind of why I do Japanese Quest as well. Video games, it's a bit different. It's not quite reality. But it's an interesting journey all the same. Alright. So, Maya o tasuketai. I want to save my sister. That's the key. Yeah, it depends on your perspective. I think it very much depends. Like in my lived experience, 2 years was enough. In yours, maybe not. So, I mean, it depends. I mean, from the perspective of someone living in Japan 20 years, I'm not surprised that 2 years sounds like nothing. But to me, it was enough at the time, and it's enough now. And I loved the time. It was some of the best 2 years of my life. But at the time, it was enough, and I had a reason to go home. And I wouldn't change a thing. Yeah, again, it depends on your perspective. Like, I don't care about working for a Japanese company. For me, jet program at that time, that's what I want to do. I really don't care about a Japanese company. It's not a goal of mine. So, I mean, everyone has a different perspective. They have different goals. For example, Choya is living in Japan. They may have different goals of what they want to do in Japan. So, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, you have a lot of chance to make friends with Japanese people, and yeah, living in the countryside is right. And so yeah, plenty of time to travel, plenty of time to make Japanese friends. And yeah, it might not sound like a lot, but for my lived experience, 1 year to me didn't feel like enough living in Japan, but 2 years felt like enough to really get a sense of truly living in Japan. That was my own experience. People in chat, I recommend everyone who has the chance, go to Japan. And you can find your own time, what works for you. No, it's fun. The thing you're wrong about is that,
Maya.
to me, I'm not a tourist. It's just your opinion, which is just one person. So that one perspective is not that important, really. What's more important is your internal perspective. And for me, having lived in Japan, it's now a part of me. I'm never a tourist, but that's just me. I mean, I'm just talking about what you wrote. I'm not taking it as an insult. I'm just saying my perception of reality is that's not how it is. What you wrote or what you said, that's not how it feels. Like for me, to be honest, in my mind, like I do live in Japan right now. It's just like a kind of Japan of my own making. So it's really up to you how you want to do it. If you want to immerse in Japanese, not in Japan, or be in Japan, it's up to you. Both can be fun. The one I'm doing right now is I'm a Japanese teacher in the US, immersing in Japan, and I enjoy that. If you enjoy living in Japan, then do that. It's up to you. Basically, freedom is what's important. You can free to do it how you want. Yeah, and there's a lot of perspectives that you won't have being in Japan for 20 years, too. So, in the end, we're both missing certain perspectives, and we both have perspectives sad, which is why I love this chat. All party members have a different perspective. It's great to have the perspective of living in Japan 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. But again, not living in Japan, being a translator outside of Japan, 10 years, 20 years, all those are good perspectives. All are important and interesting. So, 兄貴と一緒にいたい. I want to be along with you together. So 一緒に means together, 一緒にいたい. I want to be with you. And 喧嘩して笑ってまた喧嘩して. So this kind of cycle of, like brothers and sisters do, fighting, laughing, fighting again. そんなろくでもない毎日に比べたら. So yeah, I want to keep doing that. That's really what she wants to keep doing.
貧しいのなんてなんでもない。寒いのもひもじいのも我慢できる。だから。
我慢できる. So yeah, I can deal with anything. Being cold, being poor, all of that. I don't even need gold anymore. So she's kind of changing now.
まったくバカ兄貴のせいでまた貧乏に逆戻りだ。
Mataku. So all because of my brother, my stupid brother, Baka, you see again here. Mata bimbo ni gyakumodori. So now I'm back to being poor again. We got a new party member. Yokoso, Japanese castaway. Yeah, it's a good topic, Tokyo Sam. I'm guessing it's probably a topic you've had before, because I'm guessing you've talked to a lot of people who either live in Japan or live out of Japan using Japanese. I mean, it kind of boils down to what is fun for you at the moment, what you want to do, what brings you joy. And for me, it's, to be honest right now, it boils down to reading Japanese right now. Writing in Japanese right now, that's what brings me joy, not living in Japan necessarily. Like I said, my ideal would be some amount living in Japan, 3 months a year perhaps. But I've got reasons I want to live here too. So I kind of am more a person of the world than any one country. And I can use a language, English, Japanese, anywhere. So yeah, to each their own. However, I do want to say, if you ever have the chance to live in Japan, and you haven't, I do recommend it. Exactly. And there's no need. You have no need to move to the US. It's a great language, and we're using it right now. If you don't want to move here, there's no need to. But if you want to, now you can. It's the same kind of thing.
人知を超えた力を使った反動ですね。完全に体力が回復するまではしばらく目を覚ますことはないでしょう。
Yeah, that's the difference. Like, I've done that. I enjoyed it. I may do it again someday. But the true joy I'm kind of accessing now for me, like, I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Like, I like living here, and I like reading Japanese and using it. So it's just really what you want, what your goal is, you know? If you find your joy doing that kind of thing like you wrote, then by all means, do that. If you find your joy reading Japanese and living in a different country, I recommend doing that. Find your joy, I think, is the important thing at the end of the day. So some new words here. We added up here. So, gyaku modori. To regrade, to reversal, to go back. So went back to being poor is what she said. And then hando, a reaction. So we see a reaction here. What's that reaction going to be? Let's take a look. So, jinshi o koeta chikara o tsukatta. So because she used this power that overcame kind of human knowledge or anything humans can do, it's a reaction to that, so she's in kind of a bad state now. Yeah, you are entitled to your opinion. But I mean, like you said, like when you first came in, it's like, oh, this guy's awesome, using Japanese. That's the important thing. You can use it wherever you want. That's the whole point of this stream. You can be in Japan, you can use it. You can use it here, you can use it. It doesn't really matter. No, it's kind of it's funny though, because Tokyo Sam comes in and talks about a very real phenomenon, how foreigners can kind of have strong opinions about other foreigners in relation to Japanese, and they have strong opinions that someone who's using Japanese might want to live in Japan, and that's fair enough. People can use it the way they want, and I think it's a valid opinion to have. But I think it's good to have the perspective too that even if you don't have the means or the reason right now to live in Japan, you can enjoy Japanese out of Japan too. That's what it boils down to. Again, follow what you want to do, follow what you like to do. If you want to live in Japan, I very much recommend it. I did it. And I might do it again someday. But if you're living in a different country too, you can enjoy Japanese that way too. Exactly, and that's the whole goal. And that's why I like your comments too, because you're very passionate about living in Japan, and when I lived in Japan, I was too. And I tell people every day here, if you have a chance, go to Japan. Because for me, that's what made everything click. To be honest, before I didn't care about learning Japanese. It finally clicked in my mind. So, yeah. But there's a place for Japanese teachers in other countries too, and I'm one of them. And I think it's fun to teach in a different way through games too, so that's what we do here. If you're into that, you can join us on this journey, become a party member, follow, and what we do, we find new words in the game, our power level goes up, that's what we do. We also have spirited debates about learning Japanese, about living in Japan. Kind of a first today with Tokyo Sam, but I'm glad you could join us. It's good to hear the perspective of someone who's lived in Japan for a lot of years. Yeah, I love living in Japan too. And I may again someday, but sometimes in life, it's not always conducive to living in Japan, if you know what I mean. There can be other factors like family, there can be other factors like job, money, all these different things. The reality is not everyone's going to live in Japan who wants to learn and use Japanese, and that's fine. So we're here for those people in Japan, but for those people in other countries too who might still want to learn Japanese. I feel like we're trying to argue a little bit. It's okay to argue a little bit. We can have different perspectives, but we can talk too. I mean, let's be honest. You're giving me a little shit, but it's kind of warranted because you're right. The JET program, you're kind of taken care of. You're mostly around other English speakers, and you gave me a bit of shit about it, but it's fine. It's true. The JET program, you're using English, and most people on it don't learn that much Japanese. That's why when I was on it, I had to make a point. I had to become a language monk in my own apartment. I had to go out to other Japanese restaurants and make Japanese friends and meet random people, which I did. But if you don't do that, you won't get that experience. But for my own experience, I felt like those 2 years, at the time, it was good for me. And yeah, gatekeeping probably could be defined as a kind of gatekeeping, but I'm not taking it. I think Tokyo Sam, is that your name, Tokyo Sam? Sorry, I can't see the name up here now. I think you're coming from a good place, so I appreciate it. And it's not every day we get a perspective from someone who's lived in Japan for 20 years, so it's all good.
ですが、命に別状はありません。
Good.
いずれ必ず意識を取り戻しますよ。
So, desu ga, but it looks like there is no risk to her life. So that's good. いずれ必ず, so eventually, 意識を取り戻します. She should get her consciousness back eventually. Yeah, but in a way, it's a kind of gatekeeping, Tokyo Sam, just in the sense of saying, well, you're not really into Japanese unless you come and live here. In a sense, that's a kind of gatekeeping, too, for in what way you should be into the language. I mean, our whole thing here is we don't care. You can like Japanese and learn Japanese in any way that you want. It's really up to you. So that's kind of what we're about here. That's the vibe here. You can learn any way you want. That includes you. In a sense, it includes you. You can have your unique perspective of, you can push on my perspective a bit. That's fine. We're open to that too. But at the end of the day, everyone, it's up to them. It's up to what they enjoy. And it looks like we got some new words, so let's... Really? This word we don't have yet? Seriously? So kanzen, perfect, good word. That must have been the last sentence. Yeah, I'm not sure. Did we see that word? We probably did. I think we did. Like a full recovery, possibly. Yeah, Tokyo Sam, you might not mean it, but just realize maybe you don't use English that much, but that is the way that the English that you said sounds. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Again, I think your perspective is valid and good. Yeah, everyone has their own perspective. Your perspective is valid. My own experience at the time, 2 years living in Japan, was a great experience, and I would never trade it. 2 of the best years of my life, and I wouldn't mind it if it was longer, and I may well go back someday. Now, it's good to have a bit of spirited debate once in a while, because normally we don't, so it's kind of fun, to be honest. It's good to see you, and it's good to have a new perspective. And like I said, it may be the first time ever on stream that we've had someone who's lived in Japan for 20 years, which is kind of cool to see, because I can kind of imagine, like, in a sense, like, you might be somewhat in a place, like, if I had just never left Japan, I might be a bit more like you are now, in a sense, because I would have just stayed in Japan. And maybe I'd be here on the stream, I don't know. But it's good to think about and good to have those debates. At the end of the day, though, it's good to have all these people who live in Japan and use Japanese in Japan and work in Japanese companies. That's great, but important too to have learners in other countries, to have teachers in other countries like me, to have teachers even through games in other countries like we do here on Japanese Quest. All those perspectives are good, and in a way, they can all be a funnel for more people in Japan and for enjoying Japanese and Japanese culture, and that's kind of a common point with all of us. We are all allies here. We are all nakama on this journey. So let's do it. Yep. It can kind of be a win-win. It'd be a win if I stayed in Japan. Like, imagine my post-jet self. Like, to me, this is just kind of interesting, so sorry, I'm kind of indulging this thought. I kind of see, in a way here, the person I could have become in a certain way, because I could have been in Japan all those years. So I stayed in Japan, and now I would have been in Japan for, at this point, 17 years I would have been in Japan, versus I was actually in Japan 2 years. So, well, what I've been doing in this scenario, I have no idea. But very unlikely I'd be doing Japanese Quest in this current form. But this 2-year version, I later went on, passed N1, became a Japanese teacher. Like, all these experiences led to Japanese Quest, and us having this conversation right now. And it's different, but I think all that's valuable. And I kind of like this perspective of an outsider, but still using Japanese. And to be honest, like, I thought my Japanese was good enough because I passed N2 in Japan. So for 7 years, I didn't use Japanese that much. So it was kind of an up and down journey. But now, it brought us here to this conversation. Imagine the scenario. I'm living in Japan. Who knows? In this scenario, maybe I get married to a Japanese person. Who knows? I'm in Japan, get a Japanese company. I really don't know. But let's say I'm still there. I'm sure it would have been a great experience too. But I doubt we'd be having this conversation right now. So in that sense, well, I'm glad I met you. So that's good. Anyway, all these different perspectives are valuable. And the cool thing about a language these days, with, like you said, the entire internet, you can learn Japanese anywhere. You can go to Japan there, and that's kind of the fun of it. You can enjoy the language the rest of your life, whether or not at that moment you live in Japan. Any insights on learning kanji? The main thing, I recommend learning them in the context of words. For example, see a word. In this game, you see the furigana as well. Learn that kanji in context. Defeat this boss, you're saying killer goal, I defeated them. So, kirago do taoshita. And then you can learn the kanji in context. Sometimes making stories based on the different elements in the kanji can help. People in chat can help recommend more options like that. So yeah, good question. My own experience when I lived in Japan, I read a lot. I got back, I read a lot more. And I also did use this book, Remembering the Kanji. It's often called RTK. Some people like it, some people hate it. But I did find after I learned about 1,000 kanji, it kind of helped to systematize the last 2,000 plus that you need. So some people do like that. Basically, you make a story for each kanji. Some people do like it, so check that out if you're into it. Yeah, sorry, some of your comments are so long I can't read all of it because the chat kind of moves on my smaller screen here. But I do appreciate the comments. Other people can read them and get great perspective on living in Japan. Okay. So he's saying here, thank you for all of your help. So it looks like we got an orb now too. I will give the orb to you. Sweet, we got another orb.
伝説の宝珠を集め、死の底で出会う勇者に力を貸せ。さすれば、お前の食材も果たされるだろう。
So this is what he was told by that fortune teller. You can atone. What's the word for atonement again? We see it. We can add that word. Not sure if we added it yet. Shokuzai. Atonement, you can atone by helping the hero. And then, through us, helping the hero, saving the world. Looks good, so we're getting the power of these orbs, saving the world, and then he can atone. Omae no shokuzai mo hatasareru. Looks good. Wow, we have that word. Okay. Duplicate turns green, so we don't need that, but good. Good review all the same. Wait a minute, why did it stop turning green? Okay. Sometimes if like there's an extra space, it might not show up as a duplicate. If the prophecy is true. So good word here for prophecy. There's a prophecy that he heard from this sage or fortune teller. So yogen wa honto datta. So if it was true. All right. Let's go.
マヤはここに預けておけばひとまず安心だ。あいつのためにも俺は新たな旅に出る。そう。お前と一緒に魔王を倒す旅にな。
Sweet. The journey continues, and again, on this journey what we do, we're on a journey, learning Japanese as we go. I'm a Japanese teacher. My name is Akira Sensei. What we do, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. We level up in the game. We level up in real life in Japanese too. Maybe in English too if you're learning English. Maybe in other ways. We're getting some other perspectives today. So just general perspective on learning Japanese and living in Japan. All these perspectives can level us up in various ways as well. And in the game, we also have a journey here. Tabi means journey. What kind of tabi? We can modify by putting words before it in Japanese. So, a journey to defeat the Dark Lord. Mao o taosu tabi. A journey to defeat the Dark Lord. So, omae to issho ni. So together, on this journey, on a journey to defeat the Dark Lord. Alright. Let's go. So we saved our sister, finally, and now, because of it, our skill panel has been unlocked. Looks good. Yosh. We got a new title for being atoned now. Sweet. Let's look at our new skill panel. So it looks like down here. I remember there's one skill we definitely want. I think it's down here maybe. So this one we definitely want. Switch. New party member, welcome. Welcome to Japanese Quest. This one we definitely want. I think it's called Nasty Knives in English. We can increase damage, or increase rather the poison sleep possibility. I think this one we might want too. I'll have to look into that later. Okay, let's save here. Hi. Yep, I'm gonna second this one. It's all about just expose yourself to language immersion, and it's all about vocab at the beginning especially. Just like this, the more words you know, the higher power level, the more you can understand. That's really what it boils down to. And the way you learn words, by reading, by listening. Input. And then over time, the more you listen, the more expose yourself to Japanese native listening content, the more things like intonation, pitch accent that will work itself out. Let's see. Not to say some knowledge of it is not worthwhile, but for the main focus, it really should be immersion. Okay, let's see here. Hi. Yep, and I agree with that too, Kelly. Just keep reading. Extensive reading is the way to go. Yeah, that's a good question for chat in general. I recommend, maybe not the best answer, but just find content that you really want to consume. That hopefully is a level that's kind of close to where you are, and then start there. But I'm sure in chat we can see some better comments. But really, something you're super motivated to consume is the key. Let's see where we are now. So again, Boken Guide. Adventure Guide is telling us Nakama o sagashi nagara, so look for Nakama and again find this holy land, go there, find a way to defeat the Dark Lord. So that's the plan. We can see the castle here. So good comment here by Kelly and Kanji, who's doing a lot of immersion right now. If you spend too much time looking for your level, you'll spend less time with Japanese in general. If you immerse in content that's a little harder, you'll still come across sentences here and there. You'll understand. Yeah, I recommend going with even if you start out with like 50 to like 80% understanding. If you still make it a point to just read something every day, these numbers will keep going up. Every day it will get easier. So I really recommend, I often mention, just simply flip the switch. What switch? The reading switch. Just make a point. If you read Japanese in some form every day. Start maybe with like 15 minutes a day. Later maybe you can up it to like 30 minutes a day. But overall, the main thing, keep reading. It gets easier. Do listening as well. Also very important. Just keep changing, keep cranking the dial a bit more and more. And trust me, I've done it. People in chat have done it. It gets easier every day, every week. The important thing is be consistent. Just do it every day. Or almost every day. That's the way. And could be another language too. Whatever the language is, immerse yourself. Do it every day. It gets easier. Ja, matane. Don't worry about it, Tokyo Sam. It's good to have a spirited debate for a change on Japanese Quest, and ja, matane. Yep, it's a great country, and I have been there again and again over the years, and yeah, I will tell you, if you ever leave Japan, you'll never feel like a tourist again. Even for me, just living there 2 years, I feel like now it's part of me. I never feel like a tourist again. That's just me. Maybe other people will be different, but I'm sure 20 years you'll feel even more like that, that you can live somewhere else now, it's just going to be your home. So to me, Japan now is my home. When I go there, it's like going home. It's part of me. And in a way, I carry it with me now too, so I feel like now, even though I'm not in Japan, in a way I am. So in my mind, I kind of do live in Japan. It might sound kind of strange, but that's just kind of how I've decided to live my life. So, ja, matane, see you later. And I think we will end the stream here too. So let's end the stream. Ja, matane, see you next time. Japanese Quest will continue tomorrow. If you're into learning Japanese from Japanese games, you can follow. Become a party member. Japanese Quest will continue same time tomorrow. So, ja, matane, see you next time. Japanese Quest will continue. If you want to join the Discord too, maybe someone can link the Discord. People can continue the conversation after chat as well. People share resources there. And yeah, see you next time. Ja, matane. Let's host someone else who's using Japanese. That is what we do. Let's see who's out there. Who else is streaming Japanese right now? That's the question. Who else is streaming Japanese right now? That's the question. Funny. So it looks like right now, Wasef is learning Japanese through Japanese games. So let's host Wasef. Also a cat learning and teaching Japanese through Japanese games. Let's raid them. We've raided them before. Let's raid them again. Start raid. Ja, matane. Japanese Quest will continue tomorrow.